Welcome to Bad Habits You Can Take Advantage of Part 4. Today I go from Mewtwo to Zero Suit Samus. Like last time, I consulted each character's discords to help confirm or deny my ideas. They were all super helpful, so links to join them in the description. This video will showcase bad habits that many beginner to mid-level players have, and I'll try my best to pinpoint the level of play that these habits are most common at. For an explanation on each of the levels, make sure to watch Part 1. Starting with Mewtwo, many beginner Mewtwo's love trying to abuse their high-risk, high-reward moves, like their down B and using up smash to catch landing opponents. Both of these moves are very unsafe on shield and on whiff, so you want to bait them out and punish them for it. Down B also only hits when your eyes are in range of the attack, so pressing with the back airs or just getting underneath the move also can work. Mewtwo has a couple of the best kill throws in the game with his up throw and back throw, but he's cursed with a smaller grab range than you might expect. So once you're in the mid-hundreds in percent, many lower level Mewtwo's will only have a grab on their mind, so you can try and bait it out by shielding when they approach and then spot dodge, dash away, or jump over it when they run in. Some characters can also duck or pancake under Mewtwo's grab, so that could be an option for you as well. Some Mewtwo's will teleport when they're in disadvantage to try and reset the neutral. While it can be an okay way to escape in certain times, if you're anticipating where approximately they're going to go, you should be able to punish the end lag from it. Shadow Ball can be hard to deal with, and a couple landed ones can find you at very scary percents, especially with some of the follow-ups you can get. If you're able to constantly pressure Mewtwo, Mewtwo won't be able to charge it up, and you can also try and avoid taking him to large stages like Town and City, where he has the room to avoid you. Many lower level players love to throw out charge shots in the same exact situations in the same way. So for example, when you're coming off a ledge or maybe after hitting a certain move, so watch for that and be ready the next time you're in that situation. Many Mewtwo's have very predictable ledge habits and coming back to the stage in general. Up air from the ledge is a very common option that I see a lot, which can generally be shielded and punished. However, if they notice you are shielding, a lot of Mewtwo's come in Side B, which also cancels the momentum from their jump. So if you do suspect that, just stay outside of the range of the move. I also see a lot of rising forward airs from when they're recovering, so keep in mind that a lot of moves like disjoints will beat these moves out, or you can just shield it and try and do a quick out of shield option. Despite being Echo fighters, Roy and Chrom play relatively differently from each other. But like many of the swordsmen in the cast, they share similar bad habits, so I will be lumping the Echo fighters Roy and Chrom together. Like many other characters with a counter, beginners use them super predictably, like in the middle of a combo or landing. Grab beats counters, but if you call a counter out, you're able to punish it very hard. Their side B kills extremely early, but I see a lot of beginners using the same option with it and doing the full length every time. When shielded, the last hit is very punishable, but if Roy ends it early, despite there still being some end lag, it is slightly safer and may throw off your punish timing. Just like with Marth and Lucina, Roy and Chrom often have bad jumping habits, especially when they're at lower percents. They're going to be looking for that neutral air combo starter or something like that, so try and predict when they'll jump and try and get to them first. Once you're at higher percents, the constant jumping and nairing slowly turns into jab and forward tilt spam. Jab can lead into a back air for a kill, and forward tilt can kill by itself pretty easily. Shield beats both of these options, and forward tilt's not that safe on shield. Jab is a little bit better, being -9 or -12 depending on the hit, but you should still usually be able to punish that with a quick out of shield aerial. Game & Watch has risen up the ranks recently with Meister's success, and he has a very unique playstyle. Now, many beginners love using Game & Watch's side B, which is a bad move most of the time. You can just block and punish it, and it comes out super slow. It can sometimes combo from a down throw, but you're better off going for a neutral air and going from follow-ups from there. Another bad habit among beginners is landing with down air. The move can be auto-cancelled when done from super high up, but you can normally punish the landing hitbox with a decent out-of-shield option. Be aware there is the first hitbox and the landing hitbox. You can also predict where they will land and dash away and do a move like forward smash and hit them before they even land. Game & Watch's smash attacks play a huge part in his playstyle, and his up smash is incredibly safe on shield and has invincibility while it is active. It might seem completely broken, but you have to remember the move comes out frame 21, which is very slow. But it pairs well with moves like down smash, which comes out much faster at frame 12 and has a very wide hitbox. So often what will happen is the up smash is thrown out, and when you try and rush in and punish, they'll throw out a move like down smash. Moves like down tilt also work, which come out a bit faster. However, down smash isn't as safe on shield as up smash is, and down tilt is even worse. So you want to try and learn how your opponent uses the moves. Many times they have a go-to order that they do. Basically, you don't want to try and punish the up smash, you want to try and punish the unsafe option that might come after. But also remember that up smash takes a while to come out, and you can actually beat it if you hit him before frame 21. The animation is what throws people off, as it looks like it is active before it actually comes out. Game & Watch also has maybe the best out of shield move in the game, his up B. It comes out frame 3 out of shield, tied for the fastest in the game, has a decent sized initial hitbox, is invulnerable for 9 frames starting from frame 5, and is much less punishable on whiff compared to a move like Cloud's, Mario's, or Marth's up B. This is because he can act while he is falling from the parachute, often doing a move like down air. So there's a few things going on here. First off, you don't want to hit Game & Watch's shield with something even moderately unsafe, or else you're going to get upbeat. But don't get too frustrated if you keep getting hit by this move, as it only does about 3%. Although they can follow up with certain things at different percents. Next, most Game & Watches aren't doing this on reaction, but on anticipation. When you jump in with an aerial, they're expecting you to hit their shield and then they're going to up B. So you can bait it out by jumping towards them and getting in range of the up B. Now you want to try and catch their landing. If they do the down air, you can shield it and do a quick out of shield punish. Or you can just try and predict where they're going to land with it. But also remember that they don't have to down air, they have some other options as well. At extremely early levels of play, many Meta Knights love to overuse his specials. I don't think this needs to be talked about too much, but they all have a ton of end lag, shield beats all of them, and you can punish them pretty hard. Just don't drop shield too early against side B. Meta Knight's forward smash is very similar to Game & Watch's up smash, in that while it may come out slow, it's incredibly safe on shield, and pushes the opponent back where very few can punish. This leads great into a move like down smash, which comes out on frame 4, or into a shield to block the attempt to punish. I see a lot of Meta Knights going for spot dodge down smash, which is an incredibly good option when paired with the frames taken off from dropping shield from a spot dodge. Meta Knight's neutral and approach options are pretty lacking and pretty predictable. The mixing up of dash attack and dash grab are a lot of what I see from lower level Meta Knights, both of which are beating out by similar options. You can spot dodge both, you can jump over both, you can dash away from both. A lot of what they do is beaten out by the same things. The reason Meta Knight does this, though, is because he can get a lot from getting both of these options at lower percents. And Meta Knight's standing grab is very bad, so he often has to rely on getting a dash grab. Be aware if you shield the dash attack, they can cross up on your shield and be left in a very safe situation. Meta Knights may sometimes struggle with a kill, so they'll try and net an early kill with Dimensional Cape. The counterplay to this move is pretty similar to when a Zelda tries to up B offensively. This move comes out frame 34, which is definitely reactable, so you can just shield it if you're on the ground, or if you are in the air, you can time it right and air dodge, as the move is only active for 1 frame. Meta Knight's up B out of shield is pretty good, but a lot of similar moves come out frame 3, while Meta Knight's isn't until frame 8. So it is still a pretty fast option and can lead to a kill, but it is extremely committal and not as fast as many others. So be aware of this option when you are at higher percents and Meta Knight is sitting in shield, but also know that it's not as fast as many other similar up Bs, so don't be too afraid to touch his shield. Beginner Pit and Dark Pit mains love throwing out that side B. It has super armor, a large range, pretty good kill power, which makes it the perfect noob move for spamming. It's incredibly unsafe on shield, but don't try and beat it out with another move because of the super armor. Pit has a lot of jumps, which can help Pit mains to recover, but many beginners don't want to try and recover using up B unless it's straight up or at sort of a 45-degree angle. Messing up an angle can lead to a death, so when a Pit is right around the spot, it should be an incredibly easy edgeguard. Really, in general, if you force Pits to use up B, you should be able to hit them since there isn't a hitbox you have to worry about on the move. Now on the other end, I see a lot of Pits recovering horizontally and trying to catch their opponent sleeping at the ledge by hitting them with a Side B. Now Side B can grab the ledge, many times they'll try and do it higher though to try and hit you. When you block it, they go upward, but they are left vulnerable for a pretty long time. You can hit them with an aerial or maybe a quick smash attack before they land or grab the ledge, but be aware if there are platforms that can help them out a little bit, and you will have to punish differently. Some Pits use forward air instead of Side B, so be ready for that option too. There aren't too many other huge things, but I have a few smaller things to look out for. Pits, and really a lot of characters with multiple jumps, love to jump out of hit stun, so try and catch that when you can. Similar to Meta Knight, spot dodge down smash is used very often as down smash comes out at frame 5. When you hit them off stage, they love to try and throw out an arrow to cover their recovery. And lastly, many Pits love to start off the game with an arrow, so be ready to shield that. Like many other drop down from the air moves, beginner Zero Suit Samuses love to land with down air. While it is not as unsafe as many others, it can still be punished decently hard when shielded, so when you're right about here compared to Zero Suit, be ready to get down aired. Zero Suit has a long tether grab, and many players often look too hard to find one. You don't really want to spot dodge this as it lasts for a long time, but short hopping over it and punishing hard is the way to go. But there are other ways they can try and get grabs, most notably her neutral B. It can cause stun, which can lead into a dash grab, or cause you to put up shield, which can also lead into a dash grab. So be careful how you respond after the neutral B and watch what they do. Oftentimes they'll try and cover the same option every time, so be aware of that. Flip Kick is an interesting move and is actually very unsafe on shield. It has a bit more end lag than you might expect. Many ZSSs will spam this when they're in disadvantage or recovering, and this move is way easier to punish when you know the timing, how far ZSS goes, and when the hitbox comes out. If they hit your shield with it, ZSS is vulnerable until right around when she lands, so if there isn't a platform to save her, you're going to be able to get a hard punish in. It's also often used from the ledge, so expect that when they're hanging onto it. Similar to Roy, ZSS loves spamming jumps, neutral airs, and zairs in general. A landing neutral air is very safe on shield, and when landed can lead into some follow-ups. Forward air is very similar, and both of them can find nice openings. Try and stuff out their jumps, anti-air them, and beat them to the punch when you can. Now I know it's easier said than done, so I would recommend watching some top player sets like Zair versus Mars at Frostbite, so you can see how Zair was able to deal with them as Joker. So thank you guys so much for watching and for all the support and feedback on my previous videos. Another thank you to all the Discords who helped me out, and also a huge thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. I've been streaming a lot on Twitch recently, so if you want to follow me on there, I'd really appreciate it. So thank you again for watching. Peace.